Good morning, good morning, good morning, Center for Spiritual Living, Asheville. I am your chaplain, Judith Loniak. I am also a licensed practitioner here at Center for Spiritual Living, and I am a member of your Board of Trustees. And I'm here to give you a few happenings and announcements. First of all, I want to thank you for sharing how great this center is, and I'm asking you to please silence your cell phones. That would be fantastic. Thank you. We have a book sale again today after the celebration. The bookstore inventory is for sale, as well as some books from John and Barbara. So those books are very special. They're all very special, but especially the ones from John and Barbara. So go by and pick a few out and bring them home and love them. Now, we have a very, 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 very special class coming up. My friend April Connor, RScP, the incredible April Connor, who is the administrator of this center as well as an amazing practitioner, is teaching spiritual principles and practices Thursdays, August 3rd to 31st from 6:30 to 8:30 p.m. on Zoom. It's $170 credit card, not credit card. It's $170 for credit for the class if you want to move on to practitioner training, and it's $110 if you just want to audit it without a certificate. So sign up at cslasheville.org//events. So you out there in Zoomy land, you are welcome to join us for that class. I think you will be inspired and inspired and inspired. First Sunday of the month, covered dish next week. Yay, we love to eat here, don't we? Next Sunday, August 6th. This month's theme is salads and sundaes. So there's ice cream in the mix. Woohoo! Please bring your favorite salad and sundae toppings to share. What? The ice cream's for us? Oh, the ice cream is provided. I'm wondering, what is she talking about? She's thinking about her class so much, she's forgetting things. But I'm the one that forgot it. And then we have the incredible Kristen Hilligus to do the Serenity Sound Bath. Is Kristen here today? No? Okay, Sunday, August 6th at 1 p.m. in the Education Building. So you fill yourself with ice cream, and then you go lay down and you hopefully don't fall asleep while you're getting relaxed. In the Education Building next Sunday at 1 o'clock. So there are so many inspiring things happening. To see more events, go to cslasheville.org and just kind of check out what we've got on our menu and sign up, volunteer, and just be loved. And I want to thanks to all the hearts and hands that make this day and this place special. Oh, we had a gardening, what was it called? Summertime Spruce Up Day Saturday. Anyone that was present, would you stand up and be acknowledged? Wow, look at that. Look at that. So the center is looking beautiful, and thanks to these folks, it's even more beautiful. So why don't we say our July affirmation? Let's repeat it twice. I stand in the power that I know I am. I am healthy, wealthy, and wise. I stand in the power of I know I am. I am healthy, wealthy, and wise. And with that, we light the light.
Beloved, who is everywhere, holy is love's name. With wisdom, desire becomes on earth as in the universe. And we have light day to day, released from fear. And with forgiveness, we are not made of darkness. We are free to love, for belongs to all of us the power, the song, and the praise, sealed in trust, truth, and faith. Trust, truth, and faith. And so it is. Amen.
This one is peace, love, joy, happiness, compassion, abundance, and wisdom. This one is everywhere present. It is wherever we are. It is a cool breeze on a hot summer day. I know that everyone who hears my voice has all the attributes of spirit. I know that only the life of the divine flows through our bodies, from the top of our heads to the soles of our feet, cleansing, purifying, vitalizing, renewing us. I know that we have more than enough time, more than enough energy to do the things that are ours to do. I know that the whole power of the universe dwells within us, and we are all one. I know that it is our divine birthright to be prosperous. True prosperity includes perfect health, perfect wealth, and perfect happiness. I know that our relationships are harmonious, loving, sweet, and we are blessed and healthier because of this. We are the light workers, and as we go about our daily lives in peace and love, the world is a better place because we are here. I'm grateful for all the good in our lives. I'm grateful for each person here and online. I'm grateful for the love and power of the divine. I release my word, which has power, into the living, loving law, knowing it can only say yes. And together we say, and so it is.
For belongs to all of us the power,
Again, I am Chaplain Judith Loniak, and I'd like to invite you in a second to repeat our prayer for our senior minister. This is a sacred, sacred trust that we're given. And I can tell you that all of our voices are one. We are the divine love of spirit that brings this to fruition. And it is almost there. It actually is here. Our senior minister is here. And I'd like you to repeat this with me. Read it. And those of you online, please repeat it with us, because out of the many comes one. There is only one mind. It is the source of all things, from the invisible to the visible. It creates out of itself only what is like itself, forever expanding and evolving. I know this source as love. As I know this to be the truth of the one, I know it is the truth of me. And as it is the truth of me, it is the absolute truth of our new senior minister. As spirit is love, so is our new senior minister. Therefore, I speak my word now, knowing our new senior minister is already in the mind of the one. I know our new senior minister, as the life of the divine, shows up as integrity, joy, compassion, and love. And this love is an expanded awareness of shared leadership for all. I give thanks to know this truth and to speak my word. I release my word into the perfect action of the law, knowing this prayer has already been answered, and so it is.
Good morning, CSL. Hi. So I wanted to introduce our song today. This is an original that Miss Melody Cooper and myself wrote, and this is our first time doing it. Woo! So thanks in advance to the One Voice Band, and let's get it going.
Yeah, we are excited. 2, 3, 4. One heart, one love, one vision. One heart, one love, one vision. Sing me your song and I'll listen. One heart, one love, one vision. One heart, one love, one vision. One heart, one love, one vision. Sing me your song and I'll listen. One heart, one love, and one vision. Looking inside, searching for wisdom. Turning inside, seeking my truth. I see a light, I hear the music. I feel a new song beat in my heart. We all want to live together. We all seek to get along. Deep in our hearts we'll find the answer. Love leads us to where we belong. One heart, one love, one vision. One heart, one love, one vision. Sing me a song and I'll listen. One heart, one love, and one vision. You are my sister and you are my brother. You are my lover and you are my friend. reflections of divine creation. We are all beings of eternal love, and we will want to live together. And we all seek to get along. Deep in our hearts, we'll find the answer. Love leads us to where we belong. We all want to live together. We all seek to get along. Deep in our hearts, we'll find the answer. Love leads us to where we belong. One heart, one love, one vision. One heart, one love, one vision. Sing me a song and I'll listen. One heart, one love, and one vision. You are not alone. One heart, one love, one vision. You are not alone. One heart, one love, one vision. You are not alone. One heart, one love, one vision. One heart, one love, one vision. One love, and one vision. One heart, one love, one vision. You are not alone. One vision. You are not alone.
Good morning. I'm April Connor. I am a licensed practitioner here at the center, as well as your center administrator. And it's my great honor to introduce my friend, Kate Greysen, the amazing Kate Greysen. She's going to speak for us today. So Kate is a professor at a local community college and has done extensive education and certification in science of mind, and she is an amazing person. So please join my friend. She's delightful, really. Yeah, so delightful. Yay, Kate!
That song was perfect. That was just beautiful. Thank you again. There's a lot of energy in the room today. There is. And I'm a little bit nervous. I've done so many things here, never thought I would ever be on here. So this is another one for the books. So today I'm going to be discussing challenges that make us who we are and ways in which to be greater than we think we can be. And I want to start with a poem that I came across recently. It's called Roseros by Jane Gallion. It's true I've changed. I can't deny it. I have another name hidden in the heart of the old. Not a new me, but different. You sense it, the scream of the butterfly. Before deep sleep, my wings are so new, crushed and still damp. If the juices filling them bring such pain that I cry out, help, help me, help. No one ever told me what it was like to endure this metamorphosis. I was just expecting to fly. So the caterpillar's metamorphosis is a frequent metaphor for dramatic transformations. And it's truly, truly a fantastic mechanism that was developed by nature. And many of you probably know more about this than I do, but I did some research on this metamorphosis. So after the caterpillar, or now we're going to call it a larva, molts about 5 times, the larva stops feeding and hangs upside down from a twig or a leaf, and then either spins into a silky cocoon or into a shiny chrysalis. Now, the caterpillar enters a stage now known as pupation, and this process is driven by hormones. And once the larva reaches its final molt and begins the actual metamorphosis, strange things happen to the body. The cells in the larva's muscles, gut, and salivary glands are digested and act as spare parts for the soon-to-be butterfly. I did not know that when I studied this. Each cell is programmed to self-destruct through the activation of enzymes called capaces. So the process of the metamorphosis can take anywhere from a few weeks to several months. And during this time, the butterfly is extremely vulnerable to predators and environmental conditions. But for those that make it through, the end result is a creature of unparalleled beauty and grace. Well, it may seem fantastic from the outside. This transformation is actually pretty gruesome inside the caterpillar's chrysalis. And I know because I watched it on a YouTube video. Ugh. I think it must be painful. I don't know if they were able to sense that, but it just looks painful to me. Change can be difficult. Change can be hard. Change can be life-threatening. And I know I'm not alone in going through a metamorphosis. I've been through several in my life. We all have. I'm going through one now. We all are. And like the caterpillar to the butterfly, it's pretty much an inside job. So this talk is really about a call to action. We are in some pretty heavy, controversial times in our country. Actually, we're in a type of pupation. A paper written by Richard Rohr called Falling Upward states this: there is no practical or compelling reason to leave one's present comfort zone in life. Why should you or would you? Frankly, none of us do until we have to. The invitation probably has to be unexpected or unsought. If we seek spiritual heroism for ourselves, the old ego is back in control under a new name, and there would not be any real change at all, only disguise, just bogus self-improvement on our own terms. But he continues saying this: so failure and humiliation force you to look where you would never look otherwise. What an enigma that we have self-help courses will only help you if they teach you to pay attention to life itself, because God comes to us disguised as life. And in a Carolyn Mice Salon newsletter from January 2006, she asks us this: why are you on the spiritual path? For what reason? And she continues stating that if it's just for you, then you do not understand the purpose of the spiritual path at all. You should go on the spiritual path to refine your soul so that you can reemerge like the butterfly and use your soul to benefit the lives of others. Your soul does not belong to you. It belongs to the divine. It is as much public property as it is your personal property, precisely because your soul affects the whole. That's Carolyn Mice. So unfortunately, our own individual actions do not determine whether we are a good person or a bad person. We cannot assume that someone is bad just because they have done something bad, and that they have never done anything good. And the same for a good person. We think people are good, but that doesn't mean they have never done anything bad, because even though this is the most comfortable assumption that we make about people or things, this is good and this is bad, when we do that and we do not look at the whole picture, we run the risk of accuracy in our statements. Ralph Waldo Trine, one of the many who influenced Ernest Holmes, said in his book, In Tune with the Infinite, in 1897, I want you to remember, this is 1897, "We are born into a strange time, a time that tries men's souls. Bewilderment and fear hold many. Change and uncertainty stalk the land, all lands. Those who keep their courage up and go serenely on are coming through in a way that those who weaken or lie down cannot know. But to do this, many lives need help, real, concrete help." And Reverend Dr. David Alexander, the senior minister at CSL Atlanta, recently stated in an online newsletter, The New Thought Evolutionary, that the role of the prophetic voice in spiritual communities is not to take sides on political topics, but rather to cut through the fake and divisive narrative and call humanity back to its senses. And Alexander, thank you, well, thank him. Alexander continued to declare, as seekers of higher consciousness through the practice of New Thought principles, our responsibility is to snatch from the jaws of political cannibalism the subjects of human dignity, human justice, and equality, and place them back on the altar of humanity where they belong. So that's Dr. Alexander. However, people are wary about talking about controversy. And sometimes we hide from uncomfortable conversations. And we've stopped talking about the politics of our lives. We have stopped asking questions, and we have stopped listening to each other. Or if we do talk, question, and listen, we do it quietly, because in New Thought, not because we have become blatantly apathetic to the issues in our culture, but because conflict is uncomfortable. And I can assure you that every one of us have been in that place of feeling uncomfortable in a conversation, because sometimes the actions of others make no sense to what we have known or what we believe, to what we are comfortable with. It kind of reminds me of having a pebble in your shoe, something I've spoken about before and used as a metaphor in my class. A pebble in my shoe drives me crazy, but do I stop and take it out? No. Instead, I tap my foot, move it around, I keep on walking, and it comes back, and I do this again until it becomes intolerable. But eventually it works its way back, irritates me, but I don't stop until that point. And then I take my shoe off, and we all know what that's like. All is not well when you have a pebble in your shoe. You cannot pray it away. You have to take the shoe off. You have to turn it upside down and shake it out, whatever is in that shoe, so that you can see it and verify that something was bothering you. And it's just a pebble that you've let irritate you to that degree. And you have to deal with it. Take it out, throw it away, let it go. So when I was talking about this on a hike, someone said that they thought it was some kind of misguided sense of pride. Yes. And self-accomplishment. And I think she could be right. I don't want to appear weak. are out of control. I don't want to slow my hiking partners down. Somehow it makes me not as good as them. But it's not like I get irritated when they stop and take off their boot or shake out a pebble. But this is what life is like for me. I'm always taking off my shoe to see what's going on inside. Why do I feel this way? Why does that bother me? What is going on? And then I always want to talk about it with people that don't always want to talk about it with me. Isn't that the truth? And that's just it. Sometimes what's bothering us is just so little, but we don't want to deal with it. Now, I know that somewhere in New Thought, we've been told to separate politics from our spirituality. The truth is that we cannot. The personal is political. That's an old saying from the women's movement in the 1970s, and it's a statement I've always believed in. The way I live my life, the way I present and represent, is absolutely both a personal and a spiritual and a political choice. Instead of staying comfortable in our own skins, we might ask ourselves, why is there so much irrational fear present in our culture, within us? Well, the truth is most fears are irrational to some degree. But that's never stopped some individuals from pushing their agendas into either the individual or the collective consciousness. And make no mistake, we are in a campaign for our cultural collective consciousness. We cannot afford to stand by and quietly calculate how speaking up may impact our spiritual communities, as too many in New Thought have done on other issues. Speaking up comes with a cost, but it's not a cost calculated from the offering plate or from attendance. The cost to be considered is what happens if we do not speak up. The truth is that the world is not as binary or as polarized, as good or bad as we are being asked to believe. It is not only black or white, but there are many skin colors, and there is not only night or day, but there is dawn and dusk as well. But we are told it is binary. We're being told that over and over again. And as we know, when something is repeated over and over again and not challenged, it becomes truth through common knowledge. What will it take to move us beyond these dangerously violent, false political and sociological ideologies that are being paraded as truth in our larger culture? For those in New Thought, I ask you, as we hold high watch and we meditate and we pray, where and how do we hold our heads high in the public domain and plead for a more sane discourse? New Thought adherents suggest that seeing wrongs in the world rather than only perfection perpetuate these wrongs because what we think about grows. Others argue that prayer and visualizing a world that works for everyone is where our responsibilities begin and end. Affirmative prayer will carry the day, but Holmes did not deny the world of effect. Holmes saw a role for both action and prayer. We treat our affirmative prayers, and we move our feet. That's what we say as practitioners. Harv Bishop, in his online newsletter, Re-Envisioning Spirituality, declares that Holmes believed New Thought could walk and chew gum at the same time. I like that. Holmes saw both the world as it can be as consciousness is raised, and he also saw the world as it was. And Holmes did not shy away from calling out what he saw as mistaken priorities during his time, such as war, national debt, racism, and discrimination. Today, some New Thought folks who kind of lean to the right say New Thought ministers should only be in the business of growing individual consciousness, much like 12-step groups, and avoid political issues. Others charge that the mission of creating a world that works for everyone naturally favors utopian issues that are kind of more a little embraced by the left-leaning members, such as peace, equality, and the environment. However, they also say ministers should speak to spiritual, not political issues. The solution to this dilemma of duality is that Holmes also said in his Sermon by the Sea is to be someone who is for something and against nothing, and to be one who is redeemed enough not to condemn others. If we truly believe in the New Thought paradigm, to create a world that works for everyone, then this is who we want to become. Oh no, I did the wrong thing and it went away. I was on such a good route. Okay, I'm going to start that paragraph over. I teach public speaking, if you didn't know. You can just stop and start again. There's not a problem. So if we truly believe in the New Thought paradigm to create a world that works for everyone, then this is who we want to become. This is how we can change the discourse. To be someone who stands for what we believe within the Centers for Spiritual Living and continue to see the love of God in those who disagree with us. To set one's face in the direction of the mountain and then simply journey on, whether we move slowly or rapidly, will bring us eventually to the top. But until we set our face in the right direction and make the start, we will not reach it. It was Goethe who said, "Are you in earnest? Seize this very moment. What you can do or dream you can, begin it." Boldness has genius, power, and magic in it. Only engage, and then the mind grows heated. Begin, and the work will be completed. Each of us can choose to make a difference. Each of us could make a difference like Ernest Holmes, like Gandhi, like Martin Luther King, like the Dalai Lama, or one of the Kennedys, Marianne Williamson, Oprah, Bell Hooks, Maya Angelou. That list goes on and on and on. Who are your heroes? They're your heroes because maybe they wrote a book, but they also spoke up about what they believe. Our goal will be to remember that there is only one God, one divine presence, one living spirit that resides in everyone and everything. And there is only one of you. Search yourselves. Find that disquiet within and then talk about it and discuss it. It will not be easy, but it is necessary. Be gentle with yourself. Pupation is a process, and you will emerge and fly. Ralph Waldo Trine also wrote, "There are many who are living far below their..." Maybe I did need those Kleenexes. No, I don't. There are many who are living far below their possibilities. Because they are continually handing because they are continually handing their individuality over to others. If you want to be a power in the world, then be yourself. Finally, interestingly, as noted in the New International Version, Matthew 10:27, "What I tell you in the dark, speak in the daylight. What is whispered in your ear, proclaim from the roofs." According to Kendra Graham, who is the wife of Will, and who was the grandson to Billy Graham, and who currently runs, I believe, the Graham Center here in Asheville. I don't know what it's called. Her interpretation of Matthew 10:27 is this, and I believe that all of us can stand to use this in our lives. She says that what I tell you in the dark, speak in the daylight, what is whispered in your ear, proclaim from the rooftops, means is to give me courage to stand for truth when darkness gathers all around me and the forces of darkness try to shame and threaten me into silence. For people in New Thought, this passage can empower us and advocate for us to advocate for the lives of others and for the life and the values that you believe in. A world that works for everyone only works if we participate in laying the foundation it is built on. So it is.
Good morning, everyone. So good to see you. So good to see you. My name is Tim Wagner. I'm the president of your board of trustees, and I am very happy and pleased to take a few moments and introduce to you our new staff minister. So I would ask Reverend Sylvia to come forward, please. I know that Reverend Sylvia is not new to you. She's been a part of this center before for years. Started some of her practitioner work here, moved out to California for family issues and concerns, and completed her ministerial training out there with Reverend Christian Sorensen, an icon in our movement. And she has since come back to us. And it was a distinct honor for your board of trustees to issue a letter of call to her to be a staff minister. Reverend Sylvia.
I don't really have words to express my appreciation to the board, to your administrator, April, and to your interim minister, Reverend Sonny Cantrell. When I came back to Asheville, I came to be with my family. I had no idea that I would be stepping back into this community, much less as a staff minister. I accept this honor with more love and compassion than I can express to you. I do want to make it very clear that your new senior minister that will be coming is a totally different person, because it's hard sometimes for us to know what those different words mean. You will always find me in the kitchen. I'm always looking for help. I love that we can feed our soul in this room, and we can feed our bodies in that room, bringing together mind, body, and soul in this oneness of this thing we call life. I want to thank Dr. Kate Greysen for her magnificent talk today. Thank you. And please don't forget, come find me in the kitchen and give me a little time, okay? Thank you.
Yay and yay and yay. I'm still April Connor. I'm still a licensed practitioner and your center administrator. I'm so glad that you came today, and I'd like to acknowledge the people that are in the room for the very first time. If you could, raise your hands. Yay! Keep your hands. Keep your hands up. Ann has a card for you to fill out, and we're just asking for contact information. We don't inundate you with information. We just want to share what all the good things that are happening here at the center. I'm going to let Ann make her way around. Oh, yes, and please take the card back to Ann, who will be out in the foyer, and she will have a gift for you out there at the end of the celebration, right over here. And I'd like to invite our prosperity acceptors to come forward, please. This is the segment in the celebration where we say thank you to this center for being spiritually fed, for the information, for the love and the wisdom that came through the Sunday messages, today's and previous ones and future ones, right? The good stuff that this center shares with the entire globe. Please say our investment affirmation together aloud, please. I affirm that all of CSL Asheville's accounts, now and continually, are filled with an all-sufficiency of visible funds to meet all its needs, wants, desires, and commitments, with a surplus to share and to spare. And so it is.
Because I believe in love, I give. Because I believe in love, I give. Because I believe in love, and love is given to me. Enjoy, I give. Because I believe in joy, I give. Because I believe in joy, I give. Because I believe in joy, and joy is given to me. In truth, I give. Because I believe in truth, I give. Because I believe in truth, I give. Because I believe in truth, and truth is given to me. In peace, I give. Because I believe in peace, I give. Because I believe in peace, I give. Because I believe in peace, and peace is given to me.
Before I bless these baskets, what's in this basket, it's in these baskets, and all of you, I was reminded that if you might have noticed that there, behind each of the seats, there is a new QR code to make your giving easy. So you can click on that QR code, and it'll take you to our donation station on our website. And for you watching online, please note, you can, at any given point, you can click that Donate Now button, and you can click it frequently. Yay! So I know that everything in these baskets is sacred and holy because it came from you. Because this place is sacred and holy because all of life is. Because we are uplifted and inspired by life itself. And it is so good. We take this money that is in these baskets and we pay the bills and we pay our staff and we keep the lights on. And we do good things at this center. This center thrives because of you. I am so deeply grateful for all of this and so much more. And I simply let it go and let it be so. And so it is.
2, 3, 4. When I'm feeling down and blue, found a trick I'll share with you. I can choose a better way with every little thought I think. If I wake up with a bad attitude, fill my heart with gratitude, I give thanks for everything, every little thought I think. I can choose to be happy, choose to be free, moment by moment, it's all up to me. 'Cause when I think about, I bring about, that's the way it is and there ain't no doubt. Day by day I pave the way with every little thought I think. What you thinking? 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 When I'm better way. Every little thought I think can choose to be happy, choose to be free. Moment by moment, it's all up to me. That's when I think about, I bring about. That's the way it is, and there ain't no doubt. Day by day, I pave the way with every little thought I think. Every little thought I think. That's right. Every little thought I think. You bet. Every little thought I think.
Thank you, Melody. Thank you. One voice. And I'd like to invite our practitioners to come forward, please. These individuals have done years of work on themselves to be able to know the truth for anybody and everybody that comes forward that seems to have an issue or problem in their own lives. These individuals are strong in their own spiritual journey and can know the truth for you. So if you have an issue or a problem that has come up for you, please seek out one of these practitioners. If not now, please know that their contact information is available on the website, and you can contact them or me at any point. So please find the support you need. And there's food in the other room. So we're gonna say our benediction together aloud. If you would stand and say this with me, and then we're gonna sing out and go celebrate in community with food. Something wonderful is happening to me right now. It is this thing called life. Life is in my mind. Life is in my body. Life is in my affairs. I accept it. I am it. I share it. Just the way it appears and just the way it appears not. Thank you, life. And so it is. 2, 3, 4.
Oh, let me